Avengers: Age of Ultron's bigger, messier, better.
Right.
I think it's much better at what it succeeds at. Hawkeye is the MVP.
Right.
Ultron is
Thank God
probably
they
the
gave him
best
stuff.
Marvel villain. Oh yeah, Hawkeye. Like you if you don't at least
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, read Matt Fraction's run of comics. If you don't at least like Hawkeye coming out of this movie, you're the problem. Like I hate to be like, oh well, fuck you. No, I think like his character is written so well, and once the movie reveals how he's important to the team, it's great. It's wonderful.
To me, when they announced that, to me, it's more of Josh Whedon listening to the fans.
Yeah,
you know, because a lot of people
or listening to the actor.
Yeah, no, because they talked about his role in the first one. They just couldn't fit it in. I mean, that's fine. If someone had to get the sword and the stick, it makes sense. That
I heard he
Hawkeye.
wasn't very happy.
Oh no, he wasn't. He doesn't shy away from that. Everything else about the movie, the action is
from being
great.
John in this either.
Yeah, the action is not just spectacle, it's informing characters.
Okay.
And there's awesome chases, there's awesome, like the way Ultron moves in a fight is kind of
you get to see him fight, because you know what, they never showed him like actually fight.
Yeah,
like, they always see his drones.
He's got like a weight to him too, so he's not just like an empty Tony Stark suit, you know. Like you feel his presence there, kind of.
Now we
like
see him like progress as his body wise.
Yeah. He has multiple forms.
Well, not adamantium, but it's vibranium. Well, I mean, right?
I'm not going to comment on that.
Well, that's in the comics, though.
Yeah, in the comics, this is what happens. Ultron
comics people
covers himself in adamantium, and he becomes unstoppable.
Yeah.
But the Age of Ultron is, I think it's the best Marvel movie, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. I need to think on that one for a while. I'm not gonna. Don't hold me to that.
No, the reason why you like it so much, it's because it's more comic booky, right?
It's more comic booky. I think the ideas are bigger and broader, and I like this stuff. They're actually they're questioning the Avengers, the purpose of them, and they find themselves in very different places, logistically, maybe physically, at the end of the movie, and just there's a lot of messy stuff because it's the middle piece. Yeah, the movie has no real bookend. It's just like, this is where they are now, and this is where we're gonna end. Yeah. Well, it doesn't just cut off. Though.
No, but that's fine because it's the second movie in a trilogy. So all of the second movies end like abruptly, you know. Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah. And it's always the second movies that like have like the best action.
Right.
Yeah, like it's the overarching plot stuff outside of Ultron.
Yeah.
Right.
I won't say too much on it. Is kind of left like, oh, so this is where we're headed in Phase 3.
Okay.
But Empire Strikes Back did it. It's the characters and the thematic stuff that gets closed off, and it's like, okay.
It's just setting up.
Let's go.
It's just setting up.
Okay. Avengers assemble, and
Before you wrap up, you have to spoil one thing for people that might think is there something after the credits?
No. Okay, there's one post-credit scene, people. Don't stay till the end.
I know, that's what I've been hearing.
There's just one.
There's just one.
It's
so
cool.
You can confirm that right now.
Yes, I can confirm that. Okay, just one. It's cool. Leave after that. Unless you want to like honor people who worked on the movie also.
Nah.
I mean, if you gotta go pee, go pee.
Or you get the bullshit after X-Men Days of Futures Past when it's like 15,000 people like worked on this thing. It's basically like an anti-pirating thing, and it's like really you got to put that in there.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, don't pirate the movie, guys. Just don't do that.
No, don't do that.
But yeah, I highly recommend Age of Ultron. My spoiler-free review is also up on audienceseverywhere.net. I gave it a solid A. Maybe over time I will like it more, maybe a little less. I don't ever see myself turning on this movie completely. Spider-Man 2 is still king of superhero movies to me. Age of Ultron's up there with Winter Soldier, the first Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
And Iron Man 3.